It was a pretty hard heat for me. Like, unfortunately, the wind in that heat was a little bit light. It was kind of, we started, the wind looked okay, and then it sort of dropped a little bit. And for me, backside, it was pretty offshore and pretty light, so it made it pretty hard. I saw Matchu got some pretty good waves, and I had a feeling I didn't do too well in that heat. But to see, yeah, Matchu go on, and I'm so stoked for him. He's a guy that's been doing all the competitions since forever, really. I mean, I grew up competing with him, and it's awesome. He's worked so hard and completely deserves it.
Somehow the wind dropped and I got another kite. He was under, and I managed to get some few waves and surfing all the way in, and then finishing well, almost over the reef. And yeah, I made it, and I'm stoked to get that from also from Keahi. He's a really good rider, you know.
I mean, Filippe is a really good rider, and he had a great heat too, but in the semifinal I just kind of found my flow, and I had some really good waves, and I got a good barrel and like 4 turns on the same wave, so I was pretty confident in the semifinal that I was going to advance into the final. And then I also had another good wave that was like 5 turns with like a little short barrel, and I mean, I was definitely happy with my semifinal heat. I felt like I was in rhythm with the waves for sure.
Best conditions today for me, like my house, my home. I train every day, and I'm really stoked with my 4th place, and I want to say thank you to my sponsors, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, the second heat, or the loser final I had, was a lot better for me. The wind kind of filled in right after that first heat, and especially backside out here, if you have a little bit more side shore wind and it's filled in, I find I can get some pretty good waves, and that heat was good. I had a pretty good warm-up before the heat and kind of figured it out and had a lot of fun. There was pretty good sets. We had basically non-stop waves, and it was fun to just kind of go back and forth. It's always good to be against someone that's backside as well. You're both on the same sort of playing field, and it was cool to see. I haven't had a heat against Filippe in a while, and it's good to see he's ripping. Everyone was ripping, and stoked to come out on top of that one.
Patri, he's a big wave rider, you know. He doesn't have scare of just going, made it, and just do it. He charges. He's just killing it, you know. As I said, I just went out there, enjoyed the moment, you know, get the best of it, and try to make my 2 waves and get another one, make something special. And yeah, we were just like, well, what happened? Well, what you did, what you didn't do. Just good, just good. So stoked about it, man. So stoked.
I kind of had priority. I was out further, and I tried to pick the biggest looking set, and once it hit the reef, it just kind of like closed out real fast. I had 1 turn, and then the whole wave just ran away and closed out. And then when I kicked out of that wave and turned around, Matchu was on the best wave of the whole entire heat for sure. And I was kind of like, ah, man. I went out and turned and looked back, and I just saw like 4 sprays in a row, and I was like, I'm gonna have to pull off a miracle to take this one, you know. So I ended up getting a pretty good barrel towards the end of the heat, but it was real short, and I didn't really link up any other turns on the wave, so it was, you know, wasn't my day.
Yeah! Man, I don't believe it. It's just incredible. It's just so good, you know.